Hello everybody. This is Hygger from Cali Fish Keeper. Today I'm here because I want to do an unboxing, and I guess at the same time it's going to be a product review. I know in the past you guys have heard me say that I don't necessarily like working with sponsorships, but I guess sometimes you kind of change opinions. In this case, it's not something that is actually for me per se. It's actually for that aquarium that I built at the Children's Museum. And the company that's been reaching out for me for quite some time now has been Hygger. A lot of us are familiar with them because a lot of content creators do product reviews from them. And in this case, I figured, you know what, if I'm going to do a review of something, might as well be something that I could put to good use and actually be able to do an honest review about it. Heaters, air pumps, all that kind of stuff, I really don't use a whole lot. I don't have a need for it because I run central air. Heaters, well, you guys know my fish room runs pretty hot almost all the entire year. And then when the winter, I'll run a space heater, and that'll eliminate a lot of those individual heaters. I was running heaters when I had the discus because I know they require a little bit higher temperature. But as of right now, since I don't have those anymore, most of the fish that I'm keeping now will do fine just in regular tropical ranges. I mean, I don't have to run anything excessively hot. So I didn't want to do a product review on a heater. I didn't want to do a product review on a filter because I either run air or I run filterless. So to me, at the time, it didn't seem I had a good match with them because I was going to get a product that I probably wasn't going to really be able to use. But today, I'm excited to bring you this. This, I know for a fact, is something that I'm really going to use. And so let's go ahead and get this open, and I'll show you exactly what it is that I'm talking about. Here you go. It's this right here. Make sure it's in there. One of the things that I'm finding with that aquarium down there, I was using one of those hand scrapers with the long handle. But I've seen a lot of people use these algae scrapers. And, they've had pretty good success with them. Recently, I had purchased one that I think is way more expensive than it needs to be. I think I'm just paying more for the brand than anything else. So when I saw this as an option to something to try out, I said, well, why not? Let's run with this and try it out at the Children's Museum, because this will actually allow the cleaning and the maintenance of that aquarium a lot easier. This is what it looks like. This in the box, you have that, and you've got these little blades. I guess this one, if I'm not mistaken, alternates between. Let me take off my glasses so I can read. I wanted to say acrylic and glass. Was one of the reasons why it kind of caught my attention, but the reality is the aquarium at the Children's Museum is all glass. It's a 75 gallon. There are some corners where it gets a little bit tricky to try to get down with that wand. The problem with those extended wands like that is that the deeper you go in, the less leverage sometimes you have, and it makes it a little bit harder to scrape. So I'm hoping that with this, it would eliminate this, because all you got to do is get down, and you're always going to have equal pressure wherever it is you're scraping with it. So it just it comes with that. It's got I would say it's like Velcro, and this part out here is the part that will actually be on the exterior of the glass, and it's like felt, and this is so that it doesn't scratch up your glass. Now, here's the thing that I learned the hard way. Wipe down your aquariums. Don't have any dust or anything on the surface of the aquariums, because I made the mistake of doing it on the acrylic, where as you guys well know, I'm in Arizona. I leave the side garage door open, and whenever we have a wind event, we always get like a light dusting of dust on all the surfaces. Well, one of the days I was in such a hurry to try to do my maintenance that I saw it, but I was just had it wasn't really thinking too much. It wasn't very smart of me, and I went and attached the tool together, and I started going back and forth, and all of a sudden I started seeing these fine, like real fine grit sandpaper. Well, what it was, there was enough dust on the surface of that aquarium prior to me using the magnetic filter, the other one that I have, that it scratched the surface. So, lesson learned is wipe down your aquariums before you use any of these to prevent that from happening. Now, the other thing that I hear a lot of caution from people is when you go down lower into the gravel area, especially if you're using any of the rich iron substrates, they could potentially get attracted to the magnets on this stuff. I don't know about this one. I'm just talking about in general about algae scrapers that are magnetic. And if you're not paying attention, you can have some of that gravel stuck in the magnet, in between the magnet and the outside applicator, and scratch your aquarium. So, there are some pros and some cons when it comes to these. You just got to pay attention. That's really what it boils down to. You just have to be cognizant of what you're doing and not just try to rush through doing your maintenance and not, take the required care. Now, as far as with the aquarium, it comes in with a little pad so that you can kind of put in between. Ouch! Don't do that. So that it doesn't, because like I said, it looks like Velcro, and I'm pretty sure if I put these together, it's going to really stick. So that's what that's for. I can tell that the magnets on this are, but I almost messed up there. I can tell that the magnetic attraction of these is pretty good. So, I think this is good up until, I want to say, like 5/8 glass thickness. So I think that's what basically they ought to go up to a 75 gallon from what I understood. Suitable for 7/11 thickness. So that's what it says on the box. So that should be enough for one of those bigger. I guess they run this as the medium size magnetic. Oh no, correction. I guess it's the large now. They've done some rebranding. And I know when I had submitted the request for it, I had submitted that it was the medium, and then I think they came back to me and said that this was the large. Let me look at the invoice if it says on there. And the only reason I'm saying that I think it's the large is because of the nomenclature on here. I think that L stands for large. On the instructions, this little booklet, it comes in how many languages? I want to say it's English and German. It looks like German. Okay. All right. And what other language does it come in? Manual de usuario. So it's Spanish. So interesting. Usually you see it in French or Chinese or something else, but okay. Either way, it's pretty straightforward. I mean, the only thing would be the attachments here, which they give you a metal blade for glass, and it has a plastic one for the acrylic aquariums. And so this would be the one for the glass. It's a blade, but it's not sharp. I mean, if you run your finger across like that real hard, I'm pretty sure it'll probably cut you, but it's not beveled like a razor blade or anything like that. So this would be the surface for the glass, and my understanding this one is for acrylic aquariums. It's just a little plastic blade. What's interesting, I don't know if these are replaceable. I think what I saw under, they'll sell you the entire little kits, the blade kits that you can reorder. But I don't the benefit of the other one that I do have is I can replace the acrylic blitz. What is that? Blades, and it's almost like they're designed for credit card size. And all you got to do is, cut down a credit card and stick it in there, and then you have a new blade. That's what I've been using for the replacements on the plastic blades for the acrylics on that other one. So that was I kind of like that, because you're not constantly having to buy these little replacement clips, and then once the edges get dull, then you have a lot more material to discard. Whereas most of us will have old gift cards, membership cards, expired credit cards that are laying around. Sometimes I get a lot of promotional credit cards that'll come in, the fake plastic dummy credit cards. I'm starting to collect those, because those are becoming my blade replacements, and it works real good. I mean, I didn't notice a difference from what the manufacturer sells you as a blade versus using those. But anyways, I do have to go out today and do maintenance on that aquarium out there, so I'll bring you guys along with me, and we'll put it to use and see how well it does. Yeah, that aquarium, it's been about a week and a half, 2 weeks since I've been out there, and it was funny because they sent me a text saying, hey, the aquarium started looking a little bit sad. It might need a little bit of maintenance. The fish are fine. It's just, so I'm really curious as to how bad it really is. And I'll go check it out. It's just been kind of busy for me lately. This whole month has been going by real quick. And, it was Mother's Day, and then it was my wife's birthday, and then my oldest son's birthday. So it's just, for us, usually for me, the month of May gets a little bit hectic. And so reality is I've kind of neglected the maintenance on that aquarium. So we'll go see what it looks like. We'll do a big water change. I haven't done maintenance on the filter. So I guess today I think I'm going to do the canister filter maintenance. And we'll see how dirty it is. I think that aquarium's been up and running for a couple of months, so I don't expect it to be that dirty. But we'll see. We'll find out. So we'll go take this over there. This will stay down there in that little compartment that I have and keep it there. I know you can leave these mounted in the interior of the aquariums, but because it's going to be in a public area, I don't want curious people to be dragging it across the aquarium. And, I'm not going to say it would never happen, but for some crazy reason, they end up either breaking the glass or scratches, that's inedible, but I don't want them to do any serious damage. So I'll keep this stored in the bottom of that stand, and just use it when I go over there. So let's get out of here. Let's go down there and I'll show you. Let's see how bad that really is. All right.